I was born in the late 90s, so I remember, has anyone been getting these like DMV texts and these phone call scams? Okay, first off, if you got a text a few weeks ago from the DMV saying that they were going to prosecute you, it's a scam. The DMV is never that nice. But I remember the days when the do not call list was actually in existence and it meant something. Now, there's no do not call list, it's just called T-Mobile. I have been working in New York City for a few weeks now for a temporary gig, and I sometimes go to New York frequently for social settings, but unfortunately it has just been really difficult to just meet people on a romantic level. You know, I have friends who are in the city and they say the same thing. It's like no one's paying attention, everyone's just trying to get from point A to point B. So for the past few months, I've been calling it the city that never sleeps with me. And getting there is a bitch with New Jersey Transit. Has anyone been on New Jersey Transit?
Of course.
Yes.
Why do you all sound thrilled about that?
We're not on it now.
So New Jersey Transit, they literally just went on strike, but it is super, super slow. When the trains arrive on time, I'm shocked. I'm shell-shocked. However, I applied for a job with them in 2019, and I just heard back last week, and I thought, damn, that was fast. We screw so many things up here in our state. I always say, if you're happy and you know it, you don't live in New Jersey. This is the bizarro antidepressant state, am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. And I know that we complain about our state, but you know, when we go out of this region, we show our Jersey pride. My mom took me to Cleveland when I was a kid, and when we got back, I said, that was really uncalled for, Mom. I'm not going to get political. My one statement, though, is I support a woman's right to choose me.
There you go. Good luck with that.
Like I said, the stripping gig, guys. So, there are a lot of interesting facts on Facebook and Instagram, those random facts. Sometimes you're not sure if they're true, but I read this one amazing statistic or this one amazing fact that said that when the queen bee mates, she'll mate with a dozen male bees and they'll lose their dicks and die. And I thought, isn't that just a plot for every episode of Law & Order SVU? My friend just got a gig, a new job, because he was fired from Spencer's Gifts. They randomly drug tested him and they cut him loose when he didn't test positive for any drugs. If Portland, Oregon were a store, it would be known as Spencer's Gifts. And Victoria's Secret, I mean, if we're talking about malls, Victoria's Secret, people keep asking, who was Victoria and what was her secret? And I'm like, it's made up. Have you ever known a woman who ever kept a secret?
Nice.